Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. As you saw from the title of this video, I'm going to Paris. Well, I've already been, but I didn't record an intro, I didn't record an outro, and I didn't really record any speech and stuff to go with it. I just recorded a load of clips of when I was in Paris. So I thought I would sit down, intro this video, and just talk you along my trip as we go through the journey together. I know you're not here to see a really long intro of me just chatting, so we'll get on straight with the video. But before I do, remember to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy this video and to subscribe to my channel to see more of me, makeup fun, and a few vlogs. But yeah, that's all I'm going to do for now. Let's get on into the video. Hi, me again. Sorry, I know you want to see Paris, but I just thought I'd give you a bit of context of where we're going to jump into the video. So me and my boyfriend went to Paris. We went on Saturday and we got the Eurostar into Paris. So we got it from London to Paris. And then the first day we just settled and just relaxed as we were a bit tired from the traveling, but it was pretty easy. But I didn't record anything on that day. So we're going into day 2 of my trip. Now I'm going to shrink down in one of the corners so you can see the video, but I'll be there talking along because I didn't talk in any of these clips. And yeah, also, can I have some feedback? Let me know if you like this style of video, because to be honest, I do get a bit nervous when I'm out in public and I don't really want to vlog and talk so much, but I also want to share this content with you. So I thought this was the best way to make this style of content work. So on day 2 of our Paris trip, we woke up nice and early, not really that early, like 10 o'clock, and we went out for some breakfast. We got some coffees. I had a mocha and I had this gorgeous French toast. It was eggs, maple syrup, bacon. It was delicious. And we had it at this lovely cafe called St. Pearl. So I actually got some great reviews, which kind of led us to go there. Then after breakfast, we went around and walked from where we had breakfast all the way to the Eiffel Tower. And you could have had a short direct walk, but we decided to go along the river to enjoy the beautiful views of Paris. This walk took us around an hour, but we were taking in the view, stopping, chilling out, and just enjoying Paris. It was honestly great. So when we were walking along the river, we noticed the Point Alexander Bridge. Honestly, I'm not sure why it's famous. I may do some research and put it on the screen now, but at this moment, I don't know. But it's so beautiful. It's got gold works and it's just a really big, magnificent bridge. Then we got to the Eiffel Tower and we ended up really close to it at first, and whoa, it was quite big. The park that I was in was also beautiful. All the leaves were falling off the tree, and we just chilled in the park a bit, got a few photos, got a few videos, as you can see in here. And it was such a beautiful day. It was blue skies. Yes, it was a bit chilly because it is the winter, but we were wrapped up warm and enjoyed the view. Also, the guy with the bald head, that's my boyfriend Toby. You'll be seeing a lot of him in this trip because I'm always behind the camera and he's normally in front of the camera unless I get him to record some videos. We didn't end up climbing up the Eiffel Tower as we were not prepared, and the only way to get up there on that day was by the stairs. We were considering going back, but I've also heard that going up the Eiffel Tower is good and people want to do it because it's one thing that you can do in Paris. But the reason you want to see the Paris skyline is to see the Eiffel Tower with it. Then after seeing the Eiffel Tower, we had dinner booked and it was an hour-and-a-half walk. We were debating whether to get the metro or walk, but we decided to walk, and these are just some things that we saw on our walk back. And then about halfway through the walk, we needed a pit stop. So we just stopped and grabbed a Coke Zero and a wine to kind of chill out. Then from there, we continued the walk all the way to Big Love, which is where we were eating. And again, we had another pit stop, but I didn't record it. So for dinner, we went to Big Love, which is a Big Mama chain. You may have heard it. There's one called Pink Mama, but I couldn't get any reservations. For starters, we shared a burrata and bruschetta. It was absolutely delicious. Honestly, I love cheese so much. I just ate majority of the burrata to myself. Then of course, I had to get the viral truffle pasta, and my boyfriend got the truffle pizza. Then we split it and shared. Oh my goodness, best pasta, best pizza of my life. I highly recommend going to this place. It's gorgeous. Then for dessert, we shared the Coco Chanel dessert. It was like chantilly cream, hazelnut sauce, brownies, ice cream. It was perfect and very light because we had quite a heavy meal. It was just a really good way to finish. Back to the hotel, and this is the view from our balcony. We can see the Eiffel Tower and look at her sparkle. Honestly, I don't know how people could just get used to this. Every time I could see it and it was going to sparkle, I was out there, because it sparkles once every hour for 5 minutes on the hour. So this is the view from our balcony. You can't see it now, but oh my god, if I dim it down, look how the Eiffel Tower sparkles. I'll put some images on screen because this does not compare. I can take photos better than I can with my camera. I've just changed it to 4K to see if I can get anything better. Let's try again. She's stunning, absolutely stunning. Look at her sparkle. So the last sparkle is actually at 11 because the lights turn off at like 1/4 to midnight, and then it does this like sort of beam thing with like big lights, and I just had to capture that because I thought that was quite beautiful as well. Right, so funny story. The next day we went out for pastries. We were looking where we could go with like great reviews near us. So we went to this bakery and then we sat down to eat them, and then we were like, oh my god, this is where they recorded Emily in Paris. That was her apartment, and then the bakery where we got the croissants from, that was the bakery she went to, and then we were also right next to like Gabriel's restaurant. I don't know if you've seen Emily in Paris, but if you have, they make it look like the restaurant and her flat are like so far away, but they're right next to each other. It's quite smart how they've done it, so they can only shut off one part of Paris when they're like recording this. It was just so amazing. And the pastry, it was so delicious, so many layers, so flaky. And right next to where they record it, you have this amazing huge building. I think it's a museum, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's the Pantaleon or Pamphilonium. I have no idea how to say it, probably screwed up, but I'll put the name on the screen. Then we went to the Louvre today on this day, so we were walking across the bridge to get to the Louvre, and then we walked around because we actually went in through the downstairs entrance instead of the entrance here with the glass building. We went down through into the mall and got in there. Honestly, there was no queue. It's so small. I found the hack on TikTok and it works. It really does. But be careful, because when we did come out, there was such a longer queue. And then here's some just delicious cakes that we saw while waiting to get into the Louvre, because you have a certain time slot. We weren't ready to get in. Then we went inside and I recorded a bit for you to see. If you don't want any spoilers, you can skip this part. But first we just went in, looked at all the sculptures. Honestly, with museums, they're not my favorite. I like to walk around and absorb the atmosphere, but like when people like study a piece of art, or I'm just not about that. It's not me. The thing I really loved was the building was so impressive. Like the architecture was amazing and so beautiful. There were some great paintings in there as well. We spent about like 2 hours in this museum, but honestly the reason we did come here was the main event was the Mona Lisa. But I feel like it's kind of overhyped. Like, why is it famous? I'm not quite sure, but I'll put in some pictures because I didn't actually record that bit. Look how gorgeous it is. It's gold. It's got so much artwork. Inside the room they had the crown jewels in there, which was amazing. I just love that room. It's definitely my favorite part of the Louvre. Then we went into an area where I think like a royal lived. I'm not 100% sure. There was loads of furniture and kind of like his like rooms and stuff. It was kind of interesting to see. Like I said, I really enjoyed that part and the architecture. And then here's like another section of the museum, which again is loads of sculptures. And for me, I just really like this room because it was really light and the glass ceiling. It was just beautiful, and I just enjoyed walking around and absorbing all the in. Then we went for lunch somewhere nearby. I had a croque monsieur and then my boyfriend had a sandwich. Delicious. I just definitely needed a croque monsieur because we were in Paris and I wanted to try one. Then from there we were walking to the Arc de Triomphe. We walked down the Champs-Élysées, if that's how you say it, which is just loads of shops. And the Christmas lights are on. As you can see, the trees were sparkling. Right at the end of the road is the Arc de Triomphe. So we didn't actually go up it. We didn't actually go across the roundabout to get to it, because the roundabout is super busy, as you can see from this video. There was a bit where you could like go down into the subway and then up, but it was dark, we were tired, and we thought, let's just see it. And we did. We took some pictures and it was really nice. Then of course we went out for dinner. We went to Le Procope, I think that's how you say it, which is meant to be the oldest cafe in Paris. And I guess it started off as a cafe, then turned into a restaurant. It was gorgeous. To start, we had some French onion soup with the thickest layer of cheese. It was absolutely gorgeous because, as I said, I love cheese. Then for main, I had the scallops with a risotto, which was yummy. And my boyfriend had the like steak or like 3 beef thing with like dauphinoise potatoes and some foie gras, which I've never tried, and I tried it. It's okay, but honestly, now I know what it's like made, I never really want to eat it again. Then for dessert, we had the profiteroles with hot chocolate. I should have captured it, but they like pour the chocolate on and it was just so yummy. This is our last day in Paris and we went to Café de Fleur to start the day to get that all famous hot chocolate. There's also one as well, I think it's called Corette, which is another famous place, but we're closer to Café de Fleur. So as you see, me pouring in that gorgeous hot chocolate and then you mix in your own cream and it was divine. It was so tasty, but the jug's quite big and I kind of had it all to myself, so I was on a sugar high afterwards, but it was definitely worth it. We just walked around and of course we had to try some macarons when we were in Paris. I say, is it macarons or macaroons? I know they're 2 different things. I'll put the right one on screen. So we bought some of them and then just walked around. We kind of headed towards the area of the Notre Dame. So here's the building. You can see they're doing some construction on it. Honestly, we just walked around it. We didn't like take in too much. And then we just explored Paris a bit more, walking around, just having a more of a chill day because we did so much on the other days. We just needed to relax. And to finish this vlog, we got a McDonald's. I love getting McDonald's abroad and seeing what different things you can get and seeing if anything tastes not the same. So we had a plain double cheeseburger because that's how my boyfriend likes it. And then we had this goat's cheese wrap. It's like breaded goat's cheese with like salad. And then we had a croque madame, which is like ham and cheese, but like a burger bun, like flipped and like squished out ways. And in Paris or in France, they have this pomme de frites sauce. I guess just chip sauce. I'm not exactly what it's made of. It's like creamy and delicious. And here I am enjoying the croque madame and with my actual reaction. Delicious. I love it. I mean, I love cheese. I love ham. What's not to love? And that's the goat's cheese wrap up close. And then I didn't capture our macarons, so I took a picture here so you could see them. Then to finish off the day, we went for cocktails. We went to this place called Tiger. It was really cute. I had an espresso martini and my boyfriend had some gin. Then we went out for a low-key meal just at this small little restaurant. Again, still on the cocktails. To start, we shared some mozzarella sticks because cheese is life. And then I had a tomato and burrata pasta. Delicious, more cheese. Honestly, I ate so much when I was over in Paris and I don't regret it. It was gorgeous. Then for our dessert, we finished with a cocktail. My boyfriend had a passion fruit martini and then I had an amaretto sour, and I've recently got onto these and these are so yummy. Like, they taste like marzipan. If you love marzipan, have one. And again, I have to finish this vlog with the Eiffel Tower because it's gorgeous and I don't think I'll ever get over that view. I don't know how you can. And before I forget, this is our little cute room. So gorgeous. So that was all the clips that I recorded for my Paris trip. I really hope you enjoyed watching it. If you have any questions, just let me know down below. And let me know if you like this sort of style of video and I can do it again for you. The next video that will be up is also a Disneyland Paris vlog filmed in the same way because I was going to create 2 vlogs, but then I had a lot of footage and I didn't want to create a really long video for you guys. So I split it up into 2. So remember to come back and see that one. So you might as well go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out. Also, remember to hit that thumbs up button if you really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. It means so much to me and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!